around the last game for the Open Division this week. So let's hope it's a big one, folks, because it's Towers of Doom!
And we are underway with our draft. What are we getting banned first from the side of Pleb to Pro?
Who knows? Who knows? That's the joy of these drafts. We don't know what's banned. Obviously, we should be looking at meta here. It's a team fight-oriented map. Characters like Blaze, Maev, Hanzo, Genji, so effective in those situations that I would not be surprised if any of those combinations. Blaze has been such an influential character recently that we might be very early bound on him. Oh, but a little shadow over of the Chromie. But that's Maev.
We're getting spoiled tonight, Disco, with a lot of high-quality games and a lot of high-quality team fights, rotations. Very, very technical approach by all these teams. So, of course, we're going to see the Maev banned. We're going to see the Blaze banned. Ah, there's Hacky's Chromie. Insta-locked, Disco. Very good. Very good. So, Chromie, ladies and gentlemen, an excellent pick on this map due to the predictability of where your opponents are going to be. And in the hands of someone who has attended BlizzCon like our dear Hacky boy, he knows where you are, and he's going to stack his Qs off you and make you feel some pain.
Hacky is this is Hacky's character, right? He's known for this. He's created guides on this. Hacky is almost the embodiment of Chromie these days in the ANZ region. No one plays it as well as he can. So it's not a general pick that we see so early in the selection here, but we do see Chromie on maps like this where you're looking for objective denial, because you can also shoot onto it and prevent someone from picking it up. And there we go, Tyrael, huge pickup there. Malfurion and Abathur picked up for the enemy team. Abathur has had a lot of love on this map, obviously with the soaking while the objectives were going on. Because we talked about that, not being able to pick up experience while fighting around the towers when they spawn, because they are out of lane. Abathur allows you that clever little moment to still soak and have an impact on those team fights.
And Disco, with a map like Towers, we quite frequently see games going to level 20 and going past 20 and extending and expanding with both teams getting down and down in their core health. So Abathur provides a lot of value in a game that gets to 20 because of his ability to push that XP, get it quickly, and then symbiote. And when you get level 20 and you've got double symbiote, that is punishing in a team fight.
Yeah, taking Hive Mind, and I don't think I can't remember the last time I saw a game where Abathur didn't take the Hive Mind.
and look, Disco, a smart ban here on the side of Wolfpack, banning out the Tahaka, removing a global from Pleb to Pro's reach. This is a smart draft and smart banning. I'm impressed.
Yeah, you can see they put a really lot of thought into it, and we are talking about the top two teams in the Open Division going head-to-head right now. While Tahaka is a great choice because he offers the soak, it's not end of the game. It's not end of the line for our Pleb to Pro. So they're going to ban out the Tracer, and I would like to see that because the Tracer is going to have such an impactful moment on Chromie in the back line. Tracer can dive in there, do a lot of damage, and she can escape quite easily. The only trouble is that if we see, some sort of stun character, if they left her. They could maybe build around into stun or something like that. Actually, just telling them to ban the Arthas instead.
Ooh. That leaves Tracer open for the Abby Tracer combo, and that is absolutely devastating, Disco. We have seen that played by a lot of the EU teams, a lot of the ANZ HGC teams, especially with the Malfurion. Tracer is the perfect complement to... Oh my god, Cho'Gall!
Oh.
Wow. Was not expecting that.
This is the interesting thing with this map in particular, and I can see why they didn't necessarily. Yeah, wow. I always have mixed feelings when I see Cho'Gall. Right, he's got this weird thing where he's such a huge body that he is hard to deal with, but picking him up when you don't have first pick kind of leaves you in this odd situation where you have to pick him before the enemy team gets their last two picks, which means that they can very heavily counter Cho'Gall if they want to.
Malfurion.
Yeah. Tychus they want to. I think Leoric is fine enough, but Greymane picked up, and then Chen as the last
Whoa.
option.
What is going on here, Disco? We wanted some off-meta picks. I got it. Thank you very much, Wolfpack. I appreciate it. Excellent drafting. Let's see if they can pull off the W with this, though, Disco. This is going to be interesting. I've not seen a Chen nor a Cho'Gall on the same team for quite a time. With an Abathur, they're going to have such a reduced lane presence. They're essentially removing 3 heroes or 2 heroes from the map.
It's such a mixed bag. Okay, so we're going to have Abathur be able to soak in a lane. So they're going to have increased... They had the lane presence still, right? They had the lane presence, they have the soak. But then with Cho'Gall, they remove their physical body. So whenever there's 3, let's say 3 objectives to spawn, it's not often. I think there's only 2 in the entirety of Towers Doom. They can't contest the 3rd one because they just don't have the physical bodies. So Abathur's kind of helped with the soaking aspect because, you know, Cho'Gall's, they've lost a player, but that's even less of a body in the fight now as well.
Indeed,
there's only 3 targets. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm gonna love seeing how this plays out as we get underway. Fighting out of the red corner, we have Wolfpack, Disco. We've got Chen, played by Tanner. Tegiza on the Abathur, Jester on the Gall, Helium on Malfurion, and all Jeet on the Cho.
And on the blue team, Pleb the Pro, we've got Hacky is playing Chromie, of course. Moops is Rhaegar, Petrox is Leoric, Physics is Greymane, and Vicarak is Tyrael.
I want to know whether or not this Wolfpack team is just going to start applying heavy pressure to specific towers and allow Abathur to soak one lane and his symbiote to soak another.
That'd be an interesting play there. Very aggressive, fast-off game here. A lot of action happening in the mid lane. Early play, it's just so weird. The Abathur's currently sitting in the mid lane here. Helium taking a lot of damage on Malfurion. Vicarak could be in trouble. Are they going to connect? He does sort out of it, but he's not got the poison and shields himself to stay alive.
Gets away by the skin of his absolute teeth there. I think he had about 10 HP left. Physics also took a boatload of damage.
Oh, and the pressure steel replies on. We actually, Chromie's trap actually helping Cho'Gall mitigate some damage just then by phasing amount of time. But yeah, I'm just so interested to see what they're doing here. Abathur is just staying in the mid lane. Now, surely he's had something in the top lane. Yeah, he has the gate up on the top, so he's soaking experience there. But yeah, they're not trying to do any sort of massive play with the Abathur soaking 2 and a 4-man push lane.
No. So that's completely blown that theory out there, Disco. Looks like they're just going to try and play some rotations, which is a little bit odd. Anyway, nothing cheeky coming from the Abathur either. This is odd. Very odd.
It's actually really interesting to watch here. I think what we're going to see is the Cho'Gall will rotate with the Malfurion. They're going to try and lock down a target and get a kill. Behind this, how Pleb is responding is by trying to put as much pressure as they can into the bottom lane. You know, take the lane that has the weakest character, not the weakest character, but has the weakest protection, and really affect it. But here we go, and Invade's coming on. Cho'Gall trying to connect the Vicarak. Tanner's gone in with the Chen. The Chen hasn't been able to connect, so they're looking for the next target. Physics disengages out of it on the Greymane, and they're going to steal. They're going to invade successfully and pick up the Pumpkin minions, or the Siege minions in the bottom lane.
It was a very close disengage there by the Greymane. If our Cho'Gall had have got that that stun onto him with that interrupt and the knock up, it's been a little dead puppy dog.
Yeah, would have been a different barrel of fish shooting into. So this is what I like to see here. Look at that, they've rotated down onto them, got him in the top lane. Do they have enough damage to follow up? It is Greymane. Can they do on the moves? Moves might fall from the... Sorry, not Greymane, I mean it's Chen. He sort of looks like Greymane for some strange reason. They managed to get the kill on Moves. This is good going into this. Moves is actually going to be dead for the spawning of these altars right now.
Well, they can't really put up contestation without some healing. So another 6 seconds until Rhaegar's up, and the altars are up, Disco.
All right, so Greymane securing the one in the bottom lane. We do see the fight breaking out over the invasion on Pleb to Pro 1. It looks like another connect. They're going to get a kill on Leoric. That is so awesome right now. They can keep fighting this. They've gone back in. Tanner's in a little bit of trouble, but he is Chen. He chugs down on the health barrel. or should I say the shields barrel. Vikarak taking a lot of damage, has been displaced off to the side. Moops goes in with Rhaegar, but no connection there. We see the re-engagement in the Vikarak, and they're going down. Chromie drops it, takes out Chen. That's what they're looking for. Cho'Gall's next to fight, 2 for 1. Oh, this is a bargain discount basement sale price on our Cho'Gall's Isle 3 cleanup.
Wow, wiping the map of all of Wolfpack's active characters. Abathur scurries away like the worm that he is. Cho'Gall going down, nets Pleb de Pro a double, getting out the Panda and the Malf. 4 kills, 1 dead Rhaegar. Good trade.
Yeah, look, I thought when they lost Leoric so early on that it just felt a little bit of disaster for them. But it really didn't for our Pleb Pro. They kept their composure and they just waited for an opportunity for our Cho'Gall to overextend and punished him for that.
Is that a moment to hashtag trait value out of that Leo? Because he popped back up in the middle of that. Did some slowing with his trait while he was around. And Pleb Pro got the double channel out of it.
You see, and even when he's death, he can still slow down the fight as well. There we go, nice engaged. They're going under there, invading heavy right here. Scared him off. They'll pick up the camp for themselves. And his Tanner is still looking like he's in a little bit of trouble there. Goes over the wall, he's bringing the barrel, but is it enough to soak it all? Oh, he's still alive though. I'll give him credit for that. But Moves finally jumps back in. But behind that, there is a trade onto the Chromie. But if they can pick up this Cho'Gall, that's 2 for 1. They're going in hard. They're going to risk it for the biscuit.
Down he goes. Oh, Moves dies to the minions.
No, I'm going to pay off. They managed to get 3 kills in total out of that. So I think it's a good, it's good for Pleb Pro.
Looks like they're going to get this bottom bell tower too.
Man, this game is so rapidly closing off. We see the bottom, the bottom tower is going down. Look in the top lane. Leoric's also doing a lot of work on there as well. Abathur has finally had that one to try and protect it. But yeah, man, Pleb Pro have hit a level 10. There's nothing. There's nothing Wolfpack can do right now. They're gonna go back and soak.
Yeah, they're gonna have to soak. They're 3 levels down, almost 2. Cho'Gall's not finding the value that he should have. I don't know whether or not they really thought this strategy out before the draft there.
Oh, the Ancestral Heal comes off just in time to keep Leoric alive. Tanner just shooting up there and just, it's so hard. It's I can't 100% see how Wolfpack are going to come back into this game. Like they just don't. I just don't feel that they have enough.
So putting yourself at a disadvantage with a team with an Abathur, having that hero removed from the map pre-level 10 until he gets that ultimate evolution. Yeah. They're meant to be the ones in front with XP, right, Disco? Because Abby's meant to be sitting there soaking 2 lanes, allowing the other 4 heroes usually to do something.
I guess this is where you have to start playing in here. Hang on, okay, so in the bottom lane, we're waiting to see how it's going to John make Cho'Gall! No reason to be there. Gets taken out, trying to poke onto those siege camp. Wasn't going to lose the game. They could have just sort of respected what was happening and just give it up, but instead they let Cho'Gall fall again. I guess we've got to look at winners. We've got to look at what does Wolfpack have. Okay, so they've lost physical presence. They've still got Abathur to soak. If they can't beat the team fights, they've got to be looking to take care of this Leoric in different lanes. You're still gonna have Abathur soaking the experience for you. So let's start taking out those solo picks, just like that.
That's what they need to do. They need to get the solo pick, and they get the kill onto the Leo. Leo is still gonna have his trade value, but they're still fighting over this bottom lane. I mean, obviously bot lane is super crucial in Towers of Doom, Disco, but to put this much time onto it, especially when you've got an Abathur who, for all intents and purposes, is not even soaking mid because the wave is so pushed. Pleb de Pro have allowed that to happen. They're not able to contest. They've just hit 10.
They're not able to contest, but they're still going to contest down on this objective anyway. They are equal in heroics, but they've got to retreat through the enemy keep that they allowed them to take. We see the big shadow come out now. It's doing a ton of damage onto Hacky. Doesn't confirm the kill, however, gets healed up by the Ancestral Heal from Rhaegar, and Tanner will escape, but Malfurion's fallen, so they just... Ooh, actually, nice play there by Chen. But
Moops.
yeah, it will.
Yeah, he's down.
Oh, Chen just dodges the Hacky Sandblast as well.
Wow.
Very
That was
nice.
such a good wandering keg, and then very, very good dodge.
That is, I have to say, so they're not getting a lot of kills, the Wolfpack, but they are definitely hurting Moops. I see him. He's like dying every fight, almost. Almost every fight he's dying.
Yeah, Moops is not a happy camper at this point, I can't imagine. So interesting there. We see Abatha in the top lane getting some extra XP value by hovering around, getting scared away by the Leo now, though.
I mean, that's good of him, right? That's what we got to see out of Abatha. He's got to be looking for those, how he can get those gains for his team, make sure that he's soaking 2 lanes all the time, and that he's doing it the most efficient way possible. Gul'dan taking a ton of damage in this fight, has to back out. And when that occurs, that's 2 members down on the side of our Wolfpack. Again, look, he's playing a dangerous game. Hacky's just dropping that slowing sands just enough to hurt Cho'Gul. Gets a bit of a heal up, but again can't quite find a target to engage on because they're all such range-heavy beasts on the side of Pleb the Pro.
Just calling it out, Disco. Hacky's already got 69 stacks on his passive.
Oh, Moops dies again.
Moops is not going to be happy about that one.
And another kill follows up on Chromie. That's actually turned out to be a pleasant engage on the side of Wolfpack. However, while it converted to kills, it hasn't converted to core damage. And that's what they're severely lacking right now. Core is sitting on 16 life. You know, it's not going to be long before now. Just natural attrition is going to see this game win now at the side of Pleb the Pro.
Yeah, still seeing 33 health remaining on the side of Pleb the Pro's core. 16 on Wolfpack. What can Wolfpack do from here, Disco, to really come back into this game, aside from taking every bell tower for the next 6 minutes and taking all the keeps? All the bell towers.
Yeah, that's so hard. They're equal on experience. They've caught up in that game. But look at this, boss is being picked up, so they've got to think of what they can do in response to that situation there. They've picked up the objective. They're not going to be able to cancel out the boss fight. In fact, they might actually die from this. Cho'Gul in a bad spot. Taking a lot of damage, has to back out. You see the sanctification there, cancelling basically the Cho'Gul ultimate to a no effect there. But we see the clone come out from the Geyser. 2 Cho'Guls are better than 1. That's what they say anyway. But no confirmed kills. Pressure on Hacky. But oh, actually, he's going to convert. No, the clone dies before anything happens.
Clone expiration is a problem. And if we look at the core health now, Disco, 12 HP remaining, 4 Wolfpack, 3 Tower Phase next up. They're going to try and end it.
Yeah, that's it. Look, they want to close out this game early on. They don't want to have any game Cho'Gul's damaging them. Chen doing a great job on the point. They're getting the kill onto onto no one actually. No, it turned out it was actually Greymane that killed Cho'Gul, and then Hacky that killed Chen. So no value play.
The damage is just phenomenal at the moment, Disco. You got 40k hero damage on the Chromie. The stack's at 77. Hacky, again, he's just a master with this hero. His skill shots are on point. I'm fangirling a little bit, to be honest.
Well, I mean, no one is even close to Chromie's damage. Everyone is at least 10k under. Going to be able to recapture this fortification in the bottom lane. Now, this is the dire moment, right? This is another try objective spawn. How is the Cho'Gul team? How are they going to respond to this?
Well,
they can't.
They can only really contest one shrine, right? Or they're going to try and contest the far shrine.
Yeah,
It's not a great idea.
yeah, that's it. And behind, like, they can have someone Greymane pick up the shrine in the bottom lane or the altar in the bottom lane and just poke on their own point in the top to prevent Cho'Gul from getting anywhere. Oh, an early clone has been used as well. The enemy team again can just poke out anyone capturing it and wait for Greymane to rotate there and wait for the clone to dissipate. So that's, I think, a little bit of a misplay there on the side of Wolfpack, and that's going to cost them a bit dearly. And they haven't even picked up their own altar yet.
No, nor have they hit level 16, Disco. I think this is in a dire way for Wolfpack at the minute. And Chromie's probably going to interrupt this Chen. Yep. So, very interesting. Cho'Gul picking on Leo.
Yeah, that was a bad mistake there. Leo was on low health, but obviously he's just going to be able to heal up with his own, with his own grasp. And That's it. That's exactly what happened, and they got a kill on Cho'Gall. Malfurion has fallen. There's only 2 shots left on the side of Wolfpack, and there is a Merc camp in the bot lane. There is a Merc camp in the top lane. So, oh, there's actually 2 Merc camps in the bottom lane now. The other one has respawned. So there is stuff on the map that can actually cause, that can force the win for Pleb the Pro.
2 Merc camps and only a solitary Abathur down in that bottom lane to try and stop this Disco, but we do have Cho'Gall coming back up in a few seconds, and Malfurion following close behind, so they will try and defend this. This is going to be the last push and the last fight of the game, folks, unless Wolfpack can defend these 2 Merc camps coming straight for their core.
Yeah, this is the tight spot for them. Like, they've just got to even just stop them. They can't let those siege camps sniff the line that goes to their base. So heavy damage coming on now. But you see that the blue team rapidly going in, looking for that kill, that juicy, that game-ending moment. They don't need to worry about this Merc camp. They do have another one looking for a target. Cho'Gall's under a lot of health. But each team being very cautious right now.
Well, all the ultimates are available on Wolfpack, and we're missing Sanctification and the Greymane ulti, so no Cursed Bullet at the moment.
Oh, not at the moment, but I think Cho'Gall's about to fall. That's going to cause disaster. No, still alive. Chen knocking him back. Great play right now. Desperately holding on to life. Trying it. Twilight Dream comes out. Everyone's silent on the blue team right now. Sanctification finally in effect. Does save the team. Hacky mopping up the kills there. And we see a clone fall down as well. All hope appears it could be lost, as in 7 seconds there's going to be 2 altars spawning.
Wow, that was some amazing footwork there by all of the team members on Pleb to Pro. Good pickup on the Greymane there. Cho'Gall copping it a little bit too much, and that, Disco, is game.
That sure is.